Well, I got that far before 3 o'clock. I heard a vehicle come in, so we're going to go out and see who that is. Told you I heard a vehicle. The moon was in the fog up there a little bit ago. It's hiding now. We're clear here. With Brooke and Matt and Blakely. Becky's going to drive them to the airport. And there she is. There she is. Good morning, sweetheart. Hi. Oh, you want lovies, huh? You telling everybody hi too? Okay.
Good morning, Ed.
Yeah, Matt says good morning too, huh? Morning, Matt. Yeah. So, Becky's discussing with Brooke how they're going to go because we had a dense fog advisory. It's clear right here, but I don't think it is anywhere else. So there, you got your pea cover for the morning. And they're off. So, I'm sure I mentioned it before. They are headed to see Matt's mom in Florida. And the hurricane, last thing I saw, they were showing it was going to affect clear across Florida. Partially because it's supposed to be pulling stuff in off the east side. And tornado warnings are seen for part of it. But that's what I saw last night. So, I don't know why Becky left half the lights on in the house. Maybe it's because she's not the one used to getting up in the morning. And Blue came over to visit too. So I got everybody with the pup. He's in the house. Probably being a holy terror. So, they're going Portland, I think Baltimore, and then down to Orlando. So hopefully they have a safe trip, and hopefully there's a place to land when they get there, and hopefully after they land, there's still a place there. Silly dog. Okay. I'm going to go back to taking this apart. The bad thing about when there is absolutely no outside light, it's a little darker underneath these things. I mean, it's better with the LED lights in here than it used to be, but I was hoping I wasn't going to have to take the shock hubs off. I already tried pulling out of that one and that one. That stuff ain't coming out. So that's the next step, but go through and take all these off first. And I'm going to do something that my daughter just doesn't seem to ever do. I take the bolt out. I'm going to put a mark across the top of the shaft because these are splined onto the shaft. There's only 5 actual splines in it on, I mean, it's like 1,000 RPM type spline. So what, 30 spline, whatever the hell it is, 28 spline, I don't know. I don't remember. My brain ain't working yet this morning because it's just 3 o'clock now, and I went to bed at 9:30. Didn't get to sleep till well after 10. But anyway, when Ty puts them on, what you want on these, since there are 4 holes, is when it's turned, like for this one, for these holes to be exactly straight, next ones are going to be 2. Next ones are going to be 2. Because one turtle goes on this way, one turtle goes on this way. Being a 4-bolt pattern. Yeah, she's put them on there. This one will be here. But you get to this hole, and this one will be over here. And you can't time them. There's no way. So usually, I end up going back through and taking it apart after she's done. When she's so proud of herself, and I look at it and go, you can't turn it over without the turtles crashing into each other. No, I'm not bitching at her about it. I'm just saying that's something to remember on these things. Timing is the most important thing. Because if you don't time them, you got a mess. You can take turtles out, you can take gearboxes out, all kinds of crap. So, I got 2 more I'm going to take off because I'm not touching the end ones. They're clean underneath. Not worth it. But obviously, these will be worth it. I know it's a little dark under there, but hey, oh, till it's almost 20 after 4. I'm that far now. So like an hour and 20 minutes later, they're not all lining up exactly how I wanted. The lead one is pretty much the disc is almost perfect forward and back. It's off just a touch. Down here, that one should be perfectly parallel with the bar, and it's not. But you gotta remember, you got gear wear. You got gear coming in, gear going out. Every single one of them, plus in between, inside that, is a short shaft connecting everything together. And it's all splined, so every little tiny bit of wear just puts it farther off on the way down. Once the turtles are back on, it should be right back where it was originally and look pretty good. Because I couldn't end up marking that. I forgot there's a splined washer on top of each shock hub. The idea is you tighten down with the washer. Washer can't turn. It helps hold the shock hub. And I was going to show you that, dang it. I'm going to show you the splines. And then the shock hub, say it's only got, I think it's 5 splines on it. Most of them are knocked out. And what I learned a long time ago, on the generation before this machine, they were full spline. And the issue with that is when you'd hit something with one turtle, you would wipe out a gearbox for sure. So, in my opinion, the smartest thing they did was make the shock hub rather than a regular splined hub. Because I've seen a couple videos where guys caught something like with the end one and it didn't give, and it came all the way back through and wiped everything out. And I don't even want to know what the gearboxes are now. The last ones we bought were $250 or $300, I think, a piece. So anyway, I've been summoned to the house because Ty can't deal with the puppy. Story of my life. So I guess I get to go puppy sit for a bit. That's how it's supposed to look, more or less. I got interrupted. Thailand and Sue spent the night too. Thailand had issues with Bandit. Bandit didn't want to let her sleep, wanted to climb up on her and wanted to play. So I had to go babysit the dog for a while till Becky got back. And last I knew, Becky and the dog were cuddled up sleeping. So anyway, that's that. Feeding's done. Waiting around for the phone call to get rid of the Tahoe. I tried bringing Bandit out here, but you know, everything on the floor, and he got over in all the saw filings and everything. There's some grease on the floor he was trying to lick up, and trying to pick up the cut-off zip ties that are on the floor and the rag. So yeah, anyway, and yes, it's foggy. It's actually probably lifted a little bit because I couldn't see the Tahoe from here earlier when I fed. There she goes. Really nice guy. All he does is haul these for that outfit. He says they're great. He doesn't do any other stuff except a little on his own once in a while. And he lives out at Hag Lake, so he's not too far away. And hey, he showed up on time. Here he is leaving at 9 o'clock. So, it's gone now. Look at that, it's kind of focused. Kinda. The right side is the threads. That's only 1/8 of an inch from the head to the end. Why? Because it's in a thin piece. There you go. Wasn't going to get a grease gun on that again. And I'm thinking, the way that looks, it probably never had the ball in it. A lot of these on driveline slides don't. There's the new one. Luckily, we bought a bunch of metrics here a while back, probably a couple years ago now. Found the right thread, cut it off because they're too long. Oh, hell, I gotta take it back out. I started to knock the ball out, and I didn't, because the ball can't go anywhere. If it does, it's gonna screw up the drive line. Oops. Glad I did a video so I can see that. So I guess I'm taking that back out so I can finish punching the ball out, because the spring's still behind it, and that is not going to do any good on that shaft when it rolls out of there at some point. So I guess that's what I'm doing now. The mower sure changed shape and a little different color red. Huh, imagine that. Oh, and the floor's cleaner. Mower's stuffed away. Now this can get put away, but it's got to get greased yet. Turn it over so we can get the twine back up in the twine holders too, because Ty ended up cutting it in the wrong spot. Well, not necessarily the wrong spot, but just the way it worked out. So, oh, and there isn't one on the right side. That makes it even funner. Guess that means I got to work harder at it. Had me a 2-hour lunch with some eyes rolled back in my head, and then helped Becky get some bills paid. That's probably what she's coming out here for now. While I was here, I'd show you something. This is the height adjustment for the pickup on this baler. It's linked back to there, and that link there just put the pins wherever the top pin is actually holding it all the way up right now. And with this low drawbar tractor, the bottom pin is all the farther down it goes. And you notice it's very similar header. It's just a lot smaller. Notice, a lot smaller. Now, we go to the other side, and here's where I'll show you the big difference. This is where I think they really dropped the ball on the big baler. See the cylinder on this one? See if we can see it from here. See that cylinder? That's a real cylinder. That cylinder has a full 8-inch stroke. It is 2.5-inch bore. I mean, stroke is stroke, it doesn't matter. It's just the way it works out on this one. They used an 8-inch stroke. On the big baler, it's an 1.5-inch stroke. That's an 1.5-inch diameter bore and a 6-inch stroke. Now, let's say stroke is stroke, doesn't matter. It's the bore that matters. And on this one, this is not quite parallel to the ground, but it's as close as you're going to get. There's the pivot point. It's all down here pushing straight forward, which brings it up easily. On that big baler, the lift cylinder is on like almost a 45-degree angle pointed to the ground, and it can't push up. Actually, it's about a 40-degree. It can't push up. It's pushing to the ground first. That's why they don't hold up. And unfortunately, the way it's made, there is no room in there to put a cylinder like this in. But don't think I haven't thought about it. So, no, just what I happen to notice. This has actually got 1/2-inch hose to it. And that on the big baler, I think, is only 5/16. I don't even think it's 3/8. So, yeah. And no, I haven't got to greasing it yet. I do need to do that and get it unhooked. I'm going to take it from here with the skid steer because I got to weasel it in back there in front of the mower. And while this is tractors up here, yep, that'd be the DeWalt blower laying against the back window up there. There's a battery with it too. No wonder I couldn't find any batteries in here the other day, because 2 of them were out there in the tractor. One on the blower and one next to it. And that's all it's got to get done with this, is grease it and park it. Other than, like I say, turn it over, get the twine back in. Either that or say screw it. Although the twine that's still in the one holder needs to come out, because when you try to start out next season, that doesn't work out very well. It can booger things up. So anyway, See what I can get done. That's a good place for it tonight. I did not get it greased yet. Did a few other things on it. And I was going to get Becky and Bandit. He came out to go pee and came out to see me in the shop. Oh, now we got a little wind coming up out of the west. It's not supposed to rain though. Well, actually I shouldn't say that. Last time I looked at my weather app, it said 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So half hour or so it might start raining. The way the wind's picking up, it might too. Anyway, that's my day. It's been more than long enough. 73, 74 degrees. So, and Blakely and Brooke and Matt made it to Baltimore. Blakely had a good flight. They sent me a couple pictures when they got on the plane here at Portland. And then Brooke took a video of Blakely standing on Matt's legs, looking out the window of the plane when they got on it at Baltimore. And she was, go, 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 go. So I might see if I can slip that in here. If I do, it'll probably be here at the end. So thanks for watching, everybody. Maybe tomorrow we'll get that beast out there moved. It'd be nice.
Yes, we will.
And Ty is feeling a little better today. She actually got 2 full spoonfuls of pudding down and something else. And
she said,
as far as I know, it hasn't come back up yet.
Popsicles haven't come back down yet.
Yeah, popsicles hadn't come back out yet. She was even a short popsicle. It was not staying down.
So yeah.
So
She's got some color back in her.
yeah, she don't look well. Here, we'll just show you. We'll just show you. So Ty, how you feeling?
Better than I did yet.
See, look, she even got a thumbs up out of it.
The weight loss program of this is bullshit.
But look, she's got a little smart ass back in her and
Yeah,
a little better color. A lot better color.
I still don't feel good, but
Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see what happens tomorrow.
I've had 3.
Shut up.
No.